Hey there, friends. Amitabh Metalov. I just want to share this idea with you that emotions and feelings are kind of like music. There's lots of different kinds of music, but it's not always pleasing, and it's not always pleasing to everyone. It might be pleasing to you, but to someone else, it might not be pleasing. It might be brash, abrasive, and offensive sounding. So, if you've ever learned an instrument or you've ever tried to learn an instrument or write a song, you know it takes a lot of effort, a lot of practice to be able to express music in a skillful way that sounds pleasant and is amenable to many people. And emotions and feelings are like that also. We think that they're all beautiful, just as someone who writes their first song thinks it's amazing. It's probably not. But if we spend some time with our emotions and feelings, we actually will find that maybe my thoughts are not so beautiful. Maybe I do have some shit thoughts. Maybe I do have some shit music. Maybe the guitar playing that sounds so incredible to me doesn't sound so amazing to everyone. So it's important to take some time, and this is what meditation can do for us. Is it gives us the ability to stop and observe the thoughts and listen to the thoughts and see what they're actually saying, and to judge our thoughts. And I'm not saying we should say all thoughts are bad, but some of them are bad. Some of them are unskillful. Some of them are useless. They're pointless. So there are wholesome and unwholesome thoughts the Buddha talks about. So wholesome thoughts would be ones of loving kindness, acceptance, appreciation, equanimity. When I say acceptance, I really mean equanimity. Sympathetic joy, compassion. These are the Brahma Viharas that the Buddha talks about. But unwholesome mind states would be anger, wanting, craving, need, jealousy, any of these states that are unsettling. You'll notice the Brahmaviharas are all peaceful. You're equanimous. Oh, it feels so equanimous. You feel loving kindness. Oh, I feel I just feel so much love. I'm sharing so much love. Gratitude. Oh, sympathetic joy is called, or empathetic joy. Oh, I hope may they be safe and happy. May they, I'm grateful for their achievements, and compassion. May they be safe. These are all coming from a peaceful place. They're not coming from like, oh man, I really need this to happen. That craving, that wanting, wanting other people to hear our opinions, wanting other people to understand us, to feel our feelings, to allow us to feel, to understand our viewpoint. These are all unsettled emotions. Anger, for sure. Any type of anger is definitely an unwholesome, unskillful mind state. We've allowed the mind to become so attached to an idea that we need other people to understand it otherwise. And and really it's really just showing how insecure we are about our ideas, or how arrogant we are about our ideas. And the fact is, if something is the truth, it doesn't need you or me to defend it. The truth is the truth. And this gets really challenging, especially with politics in particular, because there are different sides of the story with politics. There are different sides of the story with emotions, and not everybody's going to agree. And the fact is, the truth doesn't need defending. It doesn't care. And there's nothing we can do to save this world. There's nothing we can do. Can't change the world. Can't change others. The only thing we can do is change ourselves. The only thing we can do is notice, hey, I'm feeling something right now, and I'm feeling agitated. I'm feeling restless. And restlessness and remorse. This is one of the 5 hindrances the Buddha talks about. So we can notice it and feel I'm unsettled. And I feel better when I'm settled. I feel more peaceful, happy, equanimous. I feel more satisfied in my life when I feel settled. So I should really settle myself and settle this emotion to the point where it is completely pointless to share. I don't need to share it at all. Until I can get to that point, there's still some sort of agitation there. So it's challenging to do. I'm not saying I've done it skillfully every time. I certainly haven't. But this is the way. This is the true spiritual path. Equanimity, peace, compassion, loving kindness, gratitude, sympathetic joy. These are the God-like states the Brahma abodes. These are like the states that we want to strive to cultivate. And the only way we strive is by letting go and being completely giving and loving and sharing, letting go our own views. In the Karyana Metta Sutta, the Buddha says, freed from fixed views, one will not be born again into this world. And that really, it's not just about being reborn into another body. It's about rebirthing ourselves into new mind states and becoming again and again and again and again into this same mind state where we just get stuck and we can't stop, and we have to do this. We have to say this. We have to make people understand. We have to share this view. All that comes from being unsettled. So being detached from fixed view, that means being detached from any views, even the truth. And this is the way we're going to experience and know peace and make real progress on the spiritual path. We all want to, feel happy, peaceful, make spiritual progress. Equanimity is the ticket. Compassion is the ticket. Loving kindness, pure loving kindness that doesn't have any need from another. Just may they be safe and happy, feeling this joy and sharing that with them. All of the four Brahma Viharas, compassion, may they be free from suffering. May they be peaceful. May they be free from harm. I can understand why they're feeling that way. Because if I was them and I had the understanding that they had, not to judge it, that's their understanding. It may be unwholesome, but if I was them, I would probably feel the same way. I can understand that at least. And I'm not going to try to contribute to that. I'm not going to try to make them change. It's hard. This is hard work, but this is the real spiritual work. I just want to share this with you. The best way to do this is through concentration meditation and contemplation. So there are two kind of, there's the concentration and the contemplation. We have to kind of hold these together. We can't just concentrate and expect that we're going to get all the answers. We do have to contemplate our lives, cause and effect, the karma, or kama, as the Buddha says in Pali. What are the effects of our actions, our speech, and how we use our mind? How is this affecting myself? How is it affecting how I interact with others? So we need to make sure that, we really analyze our life and find out, what is the effect of my life? Is it improving the world, or is it just doing what everyone else is doing? Is it just trying to get, making things agitated, complaining? So it's a challenging job that we have here on the spiritual path, but it's doable. Meditation, taking 5, 10, 20 minutes, the longer the better. The more meditation we do, the more peace and equanimity we'll have. If you don't know how to meditate, I suggest finding somebody that knows how to help you get through the 5 hindrances and study what the 5 hindrances are, and the 5 aggregates of clinging that the Buddha talks about, because this is the way to meditate successfully, is by knowing the 5 aggregates that are not self, because this is why we're agitated, because we think the body, the feeling, the perceptions, the mental formations, and our consciousness, our conscious perceptions and awareness, we think these are all me, mine, myself, and that's why we get agitated. That's why we start to have those hindrances. So if we don't know what those are, we're not going to make any real progress in meditation and on a spiritual path. I wish great success for you and for me on our spiritual paths, and may you be safe and happy. Do some due diligence, spiritual due diligence, and learn about the 5 aggregates and the 4 Brahmaviharas and the 5 hindrances, and that will give you a working ground for real spiritual progress. I wish you great spiritual progress. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Have a great day.